Good evening from Trinidad in Cuba. This is a colonial town, absolutely beautiful place to explore, and it all starts right now. Let's go!
Dos gardenias para ti, con ella quiero decir, te quiero, te adoro.
Testing 1, 2, and good morning from the future. We are back in the editing studio here. I wanted to take a quick moment to interrupt this video to bring you a sponsorship message that this video is sponsored by Hidden Photo Tours and myself and James, because we had a somewhat last minute cancellation a few weeks back for 2 spots on the next Hidden Photo Tours, which is happening in Croatia and Montenegro at the end of October. And there's only 2 spots available. I expect them to sell out pretty quickly. I haven't really made an announcement. This is the first kind of public announcement that those spots are open. So we're gonna try and do first come, first serve, see if we can fill them up. It's a very unique tour. I'll link it in the description below, but especially for those living in Europe or living in the UK, it's quite an easy flight to get down to Zagreb, and you can join us for a 10-day road trip, all about really unique photography, hidden locations. Obviously, that's the whole idea of the trip, and abandoned heritage style architecture and just really unique photos overall. So if you're interested, there's 2 spots available, and just message me direct or whatever, and we'll get you on board. But let's get back now to Cuba, the final video here from Trinidad. It's a good one.
And good morning from the next day. It is just before sunrise in the old town of Trinidad, and this place is super photogenic. I mean, people told me that Cuba was like a street photographer's paradise, and I have been here twice before. This is my 3rd time to Cuba. And I sort of knew that, but coming back with the knowledge that I have now and the experience within travel photography, this is next level shit. I mean, it is absolutely incredible. There is a photo everywhere, and the people are super nice, and they're going through some hard times right now with lack of electricity, lack of water, lack of access to food. It's pretty shocking, to be honest. I think there could be a very good case study for the sort of culture and the life in Cuba and how it's transitioning at this moment. And probably, it has been for the last 10 years, but I think given the political situation in the United States and the very fraught relationship that Cuba has with the US over history, it's been very interesting in the last few years. So these guys are going through some hard times, but even as a result of that, the people are super friendly and super nice. And that makes it very easy to walk around the streets and get some good stuff. Spanish also helps, by the way. If you know any Spanish, you're planning on coming down here, that is a big door opener. So that language barrier does exist, even though there is a lot of English within the tourism world. Being able to speak Spanish helps with street photography big time. So this is Trinidad. It looks super good in this nice soft morning light. And yeah, we're gonna explore. We've got a few locations in this video to check out. So see what it looks like.
Cuando Juanita y Chan Chan en el mar servían arenas, como sacudí el jibe, a Chan Chan le daba pena.
Guys, we have made it to the Casa Hacienda Guaymaro. This is a original building from the sugarcane days in this area outside of Trinidad. Actually, the sign you can see behind me is the Valle de los Ingenios, which shows you all of the old sugarcane plantations that were in this valley and all of the houses. Now, this is one that's still original, built in 1770 by Spanish immigrants, and they started the sugarcaning business here and were also slave owners. So this whole area has that that slave past to it. You guys might not know, but Cuba's first revolution when it gained independence from Spain was in 1902, and they were under a Spanish colonial rule before that. So these guys came from Spain. They set up a sugarcane business, and they were also slave owners. And a lot of this heritage in this whole area is from that time. So you've got this incredible building with some of the original furniture, original wooden doors made of cedar, probably imported from Europe. You've got frescoes on the wall, original paintings from an Italian painter in the 1850s who was invited to come here to paint the walls. And really, it is kind of an incredible look into what a very rich landowner's home would have looked like, 250 years ago, and it's still all original, which is crazy. So really interesting location here as part of the hidden photo tour and outside of Trinidad. And welcome back to Trinidad. We have made it to the old town here, and we're on top of a bar restaurant. And this is one of many rooftop terraces, including one where we started this video, which is actually just in the background over there. The sun sets this time of year in the west, but no, it sets behind the mountain range at the moment. So we're trying to find a good location to try and mix the mountains with the sun, and obviously the sort of main subject of Trinidad, which is this museum tower that you can see in the background. So we've come up to a bar restaurant that James and I found a couple days ago, and we're gonna hang out here until the sun sets. So we got a beautiful opportunity to have a little bit of food, some drinks, socialize with everybody. It's one of our last nights here in Cuba before watching the sun go down in what will hopefully be a pretty spectacular sunset. At least it's looking like it will be right now. So if it's anything like when we started this video, you're in for a treat. Yeah, this is bar restaurant terrace in Trinidad, Cuba. And good evening from the rooftop above the bar. There are a couple different spots here. We got a few of the crew behind me set up, getting a photograph of this beautiful scene. The clouds are lighting up like I thought, but of course our one subject doesn't have the best light behind it. It's getting a little bit way high, and there's some beautiful light way up there. Look at that. So it's one of those classic sunsets where it's happening all over the place, but still kind of difficult, if you know what I mean. But anyway, doesn't matter. As part of this video, it's a great way to finish our experience here in Trinidad and the Cuba trip in general. So I want to thank everybody who came with us for this hidden photo tours in Havana and Cuba. It was the first one that we've done, and it worked out really, really well in kind of a challenging environment. Cuba's going through a lot of change, as I mentioned earlier in this video. So I'm excited to see what comes up next. We've got another sold out tour departing in February next year. So that's going to be quite interesting. There's a few things that we're going to tweak and change, but overall, I think it's going to be really great. So that's exciting coming back to Cuba, and hope you've enjoyed these videos. So thank you guys for watching. Everybody that took part in the tour, obviously thank you guys. Thank you, Mr. James Kerwin. Hey James, James, say goodbye. Peace.
Cuba out.
Yo. All right, I'll see you in the next video. I'm heading back to Europe because in 2 months' time, I'm gonna be a father of child number 2. Our little daughter is on the way.